Caesium and fluorine sit on opposite sides of the periodic table, and they are both insanely reactive. One explodes in water, the other can set brick on fire. So what happens when you mix them? Most chemists never handle either of these substances in their entire careers. Fluorine is notoriously difficult to work with, and caesium is rare and expensive. That means it's extremely unlikely to find someone who is capable of working with both, let alone crazy enough to try mixing them. That's why I was so excited when I saw a comment under one of my videos from Professor Florian Kraus. He casually suggested exactly this experiment. Advanced Tinkering and I were extremely excited about this. Professor Kraus is the one who made all of this possible. With his lab, his expertise and willingness to say yes to something that dangerous. It was absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And when the most popular chemistry YouTuber, Nile Red, heard what we were planning, he flew in all the way from Canada to join us. But we didn't stop at just fluorine. We also played with chlorine trifluoride and bromine trifluoride. Compounds even more reactive, more dangerous and harder to get than fluorine itself. In this video, you'll see how all of these substances were handled, with hopefully everyone surviving. We've had a few mishaps along the way, as you'll soon see. Peter Wothers and Eric Hope already showed fluorine reacting with caesium a while ago. But today we're going much further. Using liquid fluorine, chlorine trifluoride in much higher quantities, filmed close up and in high speed. This is easily one of the most extreme chemistry videos on YouTube. Stay tuned to hear the full story of how we made these very unlikely experiments happen. Our first challenge was to find an area where we could do something like this. So we went scouting around the University of Marburg and looked at two possible places. It was clear that the first area we looked at was far superior because it was larger and more hidden. Once that was done, the caesium metal had to be prepared. Thanks to Guliana, who did that for us, because a whole bunch of syringes filled with caesium metal had to be prepared for all the experiments we planned. This was all done in a glove box filled with argon to minimize the caesium reacting before the experiment starts. So now the goal is to heat the caesium with the heating band.
Yeah.
And then pour it out.
And then I fill it in here and then put it into the syringes.
Since the caesium metal was in a solid block inside a glass bottle, it had to be melted first with a heating band and then poured into a beaker so we could do this safely.
Sieht man auch, dass sich da schon Suboxide gebildet haben. Sieht man so?
Ja.
Okay.
From this beaker, the syringes could be filled and then capped with these caps made out of PFA, a polymer often used in fluorine chemistry. This turned out not to be an ideal choice because the caesium metal was able to react with the PFA, as you can see in this clip. Luckily, it was fine after all. Once the cesium metal was prepared, the next step was to prepare the liquid fluorine, which was done and explained by Björn. So thanks a lot to him for putting all this work in.
So we are just preparing the PFA vessels. They have to widen this on top.
So now it's tight?
Yes.
Great.
We hope.
No.
If not, we will die.
Build suspense.
Now the moment of truth.
Oh, sorry, I have to wear the other gloves. Otherwise it's not safe for the video. So my boss will kill me if I do fluorine without these gloves.
Have you done that before?
No. I wear my safety stuff every time. So now I open the main valve of the fluorine.
Oh, so now it's moment of truth, really.
Yeah.
So now you're opening the fluorine.
Yes.
So if now something is wrong, we are
Yeah,
screwed.
we are smelling it.
I'm not smelling.
So that's good. So you see if the valve is like greased or dirty, it starts burning.
Ah,
And then
okay.
if everything is fine, you can use the knife.
How often do things go wrong? Not often.
No. So if you are not used to it, things can go terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think the thing is broken.
Oh no, things are going wrong.
No. So now you would see. Yeah, now the pressure is rising, and I do like.
This
So
is the fluorine pressure
yeah,
valve.
This is relative pressure, so 0 is like.
0 is 1 atmosphere. Okay, so that's what we want, 1 atmosphere. Now there's fluorine in here, but
Yeah.
we can't
So
see
the gas
it.
is colorless, as you see. Okay, so now I close this valve, and then you can fill in the nitrogen.
I mean, how many chemists have actually seen real fluorine in real life?
Not that much. So now the pressure went down to like 300 to 400
Oh, yeah.
millibars, because that's just the vapor pressure of fluorine.
And now we wait.
So you can see the fluorine already here inside.
Whoa, yeah.
So this is our high pressure measuring system, high precision measuring system. So we know how much fluorine fits in like 1 centimeter
Yeah.
of this PFA, and so you just measure it, and then you know the amount of fluorine.
How much is it per centimeter?
So it's like 2 milliliters.
Okay.
In this. So I removed the rest of the fluorine from the line, so now we can open the line without.
So what would happen if like there was still fluorine pressure on that?
It will smell badly.
But that's it.
If there's no real much organic stuff around, normally not. And now,
So that's just argon flowing out, right?
Oh, nice.
fluorine.
Wow.
It's delicious. Put it.
Looks like apple juice.
Wants time to get the shot, but he's just like, okay. It's like,
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Here, I will also get.
The last thing we needed was a contraption to safely mix these elements, which was built by advanced tinkering. Thanks a lot to him for putting all this effort into that. The idea was that we could just pull on a string so the cesium would get squirted into the liquid fluorine. When we first tested it with water, it worked flawlessly.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, no. Yeah, okay.
pastified.
Oh, it's really looped up. I mean, and
Yeah.
it feels so much different.
Well, I was saying,
Hoffen, dass deine Apparatur nicht einfach nur losgeht.
Also mit dem Sicherungsstück auf keinen Fall. Wenn der hier drin ist, kann die nicht losgehen.
It's impossible. Nothing could possibly go wrong. What are you putting there? Calcium carbonate, for the
so the neutralization of every drop of fluorine or CL3 or bromine trifluoride that runs off our reaction setup.
Thanks so much to everybody from Professor Kraus' working group for helping out with this and carrying all the heavy safety equipment we needed to our location. To first test everything the way it was set up outside, we let Caesium react with water first before bringing in the much more dangerous fluorine.
So the Caesium is not radioactive. So these are, the stickers are for a different purpose.
Also müssen vorher den Stöpsel so ein bisschen anlocken.
Ja.
Wollen wir da eigentlich Wasser reinmachen? Einfach, ich meine, dann wird Caesium abreagieren. Quenchen nennt man das ja, glaube ich.
I will put my phone right there, that should be fine.
Okay? So.
Thanks so much for Felix from the Experimenter of Heilbronn for providing all this high-speed equipment, as well as to Advanced Tinkering, who helped with creating some beautiful high-speed shots of these reactions.
Give the best spot. What was he? When it's raining fluorine onto you.
The first Caesium and water high-speed shot is incredibly impressive, in my opinion, how insanely quickly the reaction happens after the string is pulled. For setting up the first fluorine reaction, we had to learn a lot of hard lessons first. Especially the fluorinated polymer cups caused issues with the cesium metal. Now the fluorine. So now we have 5 milliliters of cesium and 5 milliliters of fluorine. Oh, that's not gonna work.
Die ist zu stark gefüllt.
We need to let
Müssten
some
wir nur
out.
bis 5 Adis.
But we can just drop some out.
Meinst du?
I will film it.
Ja, das
That's good.
ist
Oh, we have to make sure it has not melted together.
We will see.
Do we really want to risk that with the fluorine?
I think if the plunger hits the back, I think if the plunger hits the back, it will go off. It hits the back.
Oh my god.
Also wir können dann nichts raustropfen lassen, also abreagiert. Ja?
Es riecht auch gut.
Yeah, that's what happens when cesium gets on your glove.
Hast du dich verbrannt? Okay, gut.
Du, ich mach's so schon.
Ja, okay.
Ja, du verbrennst dich nicht mehr, ne?
So, das zündet einfach durch. Ja? Da kommt ein bisschen Sauerstoff rein. In der Kappe ist Sauerstoff drin und dann zündet es durch.
Ja, das Problem ist, sobald das heiß ist, reagiert es ja auch mit dem Fluorpolymer. Still cold on the outside.
And very empty.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. You can smell the fluorine. The smell.
I don't smell anything.
You with your thioacetone resistant nose.
I have a smell, man.
From watching the high speed, it becomes clear that the reaction between the cesium metal and fluorine is much, much more violent than the reaction with water, especially if you compare the high speed side by side. Since this was such an amazing result, we had to try again using 2 milliliters of cesium metal, and this time it was actually quite a bit more violent. This is actually somewhat dangerous if the fluorine splashes.
Dein Kopf weg.
Wow. The tube is gone.
Röhrchen.
It's gone. The slow-mo shot looks absolutely spectacular and really demonstrates again the extreme power in this reaction. This time, the tube that contained the fluorine we used flew very far away. Here you can see where the tube landed and how far away this actually was from where we set up the reaction all the way back there. As a finale, with the cesium and fluorine experiments, before we move on to the even crazier bromine trifluoride and the legendary chlorine trifluoride, we decided to scale it up to 5 milliliters of cesium. Oh gosh.
This is already black down there, which is not a good sign.
This is not looking good.
Drei, zwei, eins. It's still fuming. Maybe
It blew the
because
bottom out.
there's some cesium dripping out, as you have seen. Yeah.
But that's only the little bit that's stuck in the top of the syringe, right?
It's the cesium suboxide, black stuff.
Some very nice inorganic chemistry demonstrations. The regular camera did not do the reaction justice, and just by watching it, it all happened too quickly. But in the high speed, the insane violence of the reaction really becomes apparent, how the explosion from this reaction smashed the PFA tube on the lab stand and shattered it. This is probably one of the most spectacular chemistry high-speed shots I've ever seen. Now it was time to move on to the even more dangerous interhalogen compounds, starting with bromine trifluoride. This was prepared by Tobias, so thanks a lot to him. So you will open it right here?
Yeah, so maybe you can leave a bit of space. Yeah, sometimes there are some clouds of HF or something else coming out when opening it.
Oh god. So how bad would it be if you spilled some of that?
We will see in the end.
We will see how bad it is if you spill it. I can't
so
wait.
Hopefully we will not see an uncontrolled situation, but some drop.
This is so cool. Oh, so you will really literally just pour it.
That's it. Nice.
Just like orange Gatorade.
Yeah.
Time to take a sip.
That's
Viel hilft viel. Das
There are only few drops left.
How many?
3 milliliters. Caesium, metal, the golden stuff.
Yes.
Only the good stuff for you guys.
3 milliliters of cesium and bromine trifluoride.
Yeah.
Oh no! What happened?
A hole. It's the caps.
Why?
It's not even the air, it's the polymer itself, which the cap is made of, can react with the cesium because
at room temperature. I think a little bit of air is getting on it, then it's getting hot, and the hot cesium is reacting.
yeah, well, also if you squeeze it on and there's cesium in between, the moisture on the
Or just the friction.
that's absorbed onto the polymer is enough to start a reaction. As long as he doesn't move the cap, it's fine.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, as soon as he moves the cap, that's the issue.
That's not. You're saying that as though it makes,
Welcome to the Wild West.
he's saying that as though that makes it safe.
We find a lot of problems.
Okay, so now we have like how much cesium? 2.5 to
Or something like this.
2.5 to 2 milliliters. Okay.
And air is coming in contact. And this what you get here, this is already some
Oh,
cesium
that's
hyperoxide.
the cesium
Yes, exactly.
squeezed out of the top where it shouldn't squeeze out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we sure this is BF3? Forbidden apple juice. Okay. Oh, I can smell it. Now, after the usual issues we had preparing the reaction, it was surprisingly tame. The reason was that most of the cesium metal couldn't react because the syringe got stuck. This means we still had the syringe with the cesium metal in it hovering over the bromine trifluoride, which was obviously a huge safety issue. Even though it was only a fraction reacting here, the slow-mo still looks beautiful and shows the extreme violence of the reaction. Also, there's a beautiful rain of sparks in the test tube. After Professor Kraus managed to fix that dangerous situation, we decided to scale this reaction up to 5 milliliters of cesium metal directly.
Das ist immer noch massig.
So you see the reaction seems to be to start in the gas phase, and then we have some reaction with the bromine trifluoride, but not everything is reacting because we are in so much excess of bromine trifluoride, and the explosion is not, so the cesium does not go in deep enough to spill everything out.
So we need like a much shorter tube.
We need less bromine trifluoride. Hopefully there is no
Are you sure?
unreacted in the PSA left.
Well, then we are screwed basically.
Also locker zu und fällt irgendwo in die Ecke.
Small screw.
In the slow-mo, you can see the insane speed of the reaction and how the bromine trifluoride is so incredibly reactive that all the cesium metal reacts before it even manages to hit the liquid phase, which I find unbelievably fascinating. And for the great finale of this video, let's move on to prepare the chlorine trifluoride, which is far more dangerous than all the compounds shown previously in this video. This was again done by Tobias. This is the entire supply of chlorine trifluoride. So that's chlorine trifluoride. Okay, so you need very special safety equipment.
Normal systems under chlorine trifluoride slowly increase the pressure over the last hour to 1 bar to pre-passivate the vessel where we want to condense the chlorine trifluoride inside now.
So which vessels are passivated now? These two vessels are passivated with chlorine trifluoride.
You can feel the pressure of the system. It's 1 bar absolute. Now we'll increase it to 1.4 bar approximately, which is the vapor pressure of chlorine trifluoride.
And then it will already start condensing at room temperature.
Yeah.
Wow. Getting wet with chlorine trifluoride.
Exactly.
That sounds very safe.
Yeah.
The reveal.
So that's it?
Observe here the yellow color of the chlorine trifluoride. Normally chlorine trifluoride is a colorless liquid. The yellow color comes from chlorine impurities which are present because the chlorine trifluoride was used already and we use this recycled for the experiment we will do because fresh chlorine trifluoride is very expensive, hard to make, so we use this pre-use for the experiment. But it's reactive now because the main part is chlorine trifluoride.
Chlorine trifluoride is ready now. I think you can get certification for the fluorine in your lab.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They won't trust me.
So we're pre-cooling the chlorine trifluoride that it won't blow up in our face when we open the vial.
Just to decrease the vapor pressure of the chlorine trifluoride.
That's the more technical way of saying it. Now the thick safety jacket in the full sun.
Oh, 3 milliliters of cesium.
Chlorine trifluoride and
Around 3 milliliters of chlorine.
3 milliliters.
That is fair. Fair competition.
Okay. Chlorine trifluoride.
Okay?
Wow.
War das vielleicht noch gefroren und da ist irgendwie...
Wow. This time, all went well when setting up the reaction, and we were surprised that we got 2 explosions out of that, which we can't explain. If you have an idea what could be causing that, make sure to write it in the comments below.
Plastic is still burning.
This smells like the
Teen
worst.
spirit.
Ha! Oh, this is such a horrible smell. In the slow-mo, it was again apparent how insanely quickly this reaction happened because of the incredible reactivity of chlorine trifluoride. It also created another nice rain of sparks. And as the last big finale for this video, we repeated this reaction with 5 milliliters of cesium metal. Björn just casually carrying some chlorine trifluoride.
That's why I wear gloves.
So you're basically trying to freeze it.
Yeah, just that when we open the flask, It doesn't evaporate.
So schrauben. It's still burning in the inside. See the fire, come over here. See? Still burning.
What's burning? Is that a polyvinyl?
Is that what you smell is chlorine trifluoride.
Yeah, and the fire, what do you think that is? Is that a polymer?
Residual ClF3. Yeah.
With the polymer.
Get away a little.
Well, it smells very similar to fluorine. Dieser Duft.
Wunderschön, ne?
Oh, das ist ja ein Traum. Habe ich mir schon immer mal gewünscht.
Wie viele Leute haben in ihrem Leben schon Chlortrifluorid gerochen?
Wie viele Leute haben in ihrem Leben überhaupt das schon mal gesehen in echt? Das ist wirklich
Ganz was Feines.
absolut einzigartig.
Ja.
The slow-mo of this reaction is certainly one of the most beautiful shots. And this is probably the most extreme chemistry reaction ever filmed this far.
Darauf haben die Mädels immer gewartet.
Sag mal!
Ja, Elias wird schon so nervös, dass er gleich die Feuerlöscher umschmeißt.
Oh Mann, oh Mann. Ja, das ist hier gut vollgeschwitzt.
Ja, hier auch.
Wow.
It's the gas of the,
Ready?
yeah.
Ready for what?
Petroleum ether.
Petroleum ether and fluorine. So basically we are dead. How much petroleum ether? 2 milliliters. 2 milliliters of petroleum ether has a lot higher energy density than 2 milliliters of cesium.
Ah, Martin, du hast die Spritze falsch rum rein. Still burning?
It stinks.
Wow.
The syringe is gone. Bye bye.
That's crazy. In the slow-mo, you can indeed see that the reaction was slower compared to cesium metal. Caesium an der Luft. Squirting the cesium metal in air was, as expected, a much tamer reaction, but made for an absolutely beautiful high-speed shot. Caesium getting frozen.
Wo läuft das Wasser aus dem Helm raus?
Das ist ja ein Albtraum.
Ja, das ist ein bisschen warm hier.
Okay.
Jetzt sind wir weg.
Uiuiui.
Ja, wie gesagt, geht's einmal weg.
Well, not necessarily. So now everything's safe. Pseudo-safe. Maybe pseudo-safe. So,
The sign of a job well done.
this is the sweat of hard work done.
Do you find it nerve-wracking when you have to go close and do all those experiments? You've done them for so long with that? Yeah.
The experience with working with that stuff.
So much, a little bit maybe.
Yeah. I mean, the general rule I find...
I've done much dangerous things.
But I think the general rule is like, if you've put the proper safety protocols in place, you should obviously be careful, but you shouldn't be like afraid.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're afraid, then
No, there's no need to be afraid.
yeah, if you're afraid, then you probably shouldn't be doing it.
There is no need to be afraid. Das schaut gut aus.
We need some help from
Yeah, this is a very fitting motto.
Aber wir machen das ja sicher, weißt du?
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching.